Hello everyone, this is Alan from MysteryMTG.com and Mystery Cards and Games, and we are talking about the Lord of the Rings collector displays. And my brain is going to explode because I am seeing some stuff on Reddit and Facebook that is just mind-boggling. People who don't understand the market, they don't understand wholesale cost, they don't understand the demand for this set, and everyone is now saying these boxes should be worth $200. First of all, let's make this a quick video. Let's get the numbers out front. The wholesale for these boxes should be around $270 to $280 to $290 for boxes, depending on your relationship with your distributor and depending on your distributor. But most people were selling these boxes for pre-order at around $350 to $360 to $400. Okay, so timeline of events, pre-release, people were able to buy collector boxes, things were coming into the market, prices were crazy, and eventually, 2 days ago, the One Ring was actually hit. Now, when that happened, we saw the price of the box go from $500 all the way down to $350, and then a very quick rebound back up to around $380s. Now, last sold is $410. You have everyone in this world saying, why is this happening? This set, the chase card is gone. Guys, I have sold probably, just for transparency here, we have sold close to around $140,000 to $150,000 worth of Lord of the Rings product, most of that being collectors, and we had only 11 boxes left, 4 loose packs in the store when the One Ring was actually hit. We have no bone to pick in this fight. I would prefer that prices fall so that I could actually buy more. And we are attempting to buy more now, but our buy price is $340. That's what we're looking to buy at. And we have people online saying that the boxes should be worth $200. For a set with a beloved IP, with some of the most demand I think most stores have ever seen, and because of that, the supply of sealed product for this set has basically become non-existent. I don't know if you know this, but most people don't unless you own a store. There is a long wait list through every distributor where a ton of stores are willing to take any product at wholesale cost, or even sometimes higher depending on the distributor, if they can get their hands on it. What people don't understand is most of the people coming into our store and most stores are coming in because they love Lord of the Rings, and a lot of them aren't even Magic players. We're seeing a lot of new faces, people who have never walked into a game store before, coming in and buying these boxes. We had a guy who is not a huge Magic guy spend $30,000 on this product. And if you, I asked him, I was like, are you okay with not hitting the One Ring? Are you fine with this? And he's like, yeah, man, the Nazguls are really cool, the lands are beautiful, and I really want some of those serialized Elvish rings, and the Dwarven and human rings. And I was like, well, that's a good, okay, yeah, that's fine. I mean, you're going to be fairly happy. Most people are in that boat. If you think, and a lot of people missed out on some really good buying opportunities because they're like, well, I should be seeing $200 a box. First of all, you're never going to see a Lord of the Rings first batch, because there is going to be a new iteration of the product coming out in November. You are never going to see a Lord of the Rings collector display from the first iteration at anything under $300. We will step in and buy as much as anyone is willing to sell at $320 to $340. Guaranteed that I will, it doesn't matter how much money, we will buy it, because I know eventually it will be worth a lot more in the future. We're not doing that currently. We are buying here and there, $10,000 here, $10,000 here for someone who's selling. Maybe they bought 15 cases and they thought it was going to go crazy, or a couple cases. We'll buy those here and there, but we're not doing anything super crazy yet unless we see a bigger downshift in prices. I don't think that's going to happen. But what angers me is you have all these people saying that these prices should be super low when these sets still has incredible value. The Nazguls are still and they're not dropping. Everyone was going to say there's going to eventually become 50-cent cards. They're still $9 to $13 for uncommons. This, right after the set's been stupidly opened. You have Gandalf the White, the showcase. You have a lot of these extended art foils going for almost $1,000. You have the One Ring extended art foil going for over $1,000. You have the One Ring regulars going for $40 to $50 to $60. There is enough value in this set to keep the prices high. I can tell you that much. Orcish Bowmaster, still like $30 a pop. What can you say? It's a good set. The demand is insane. It's bigger than we've seen for most sets, and I don't think that is going to change. We saw the prices drop because people were panic selling, and I can let you know right now, as someone who was attempting to buy when some of those prices were falling, our orders were canceled. You see these prices, they're not even real. You had people attempting to sell it, and then as soon as they saw the prices rebound, they cancel the orders. Most of the time, the people who are buying these drop in prices that then rebound, someone's like, oh, you got a great deal. Those were never fulfilled. They're typically not fulfilled unless it's a really nice store. So prices now around 410 to 400. I think my buy zone is still at the 340 to 330. I don't know if we're going to see it, and I don't know if stores are even willing to sell at that cost anymore because they realize now the demand is still there. It is absolutely still there. Stop listening to Reddit. Stop it. I know. I'm going to get a couple of dislikes from people out there who are like, you don't know what you're talking about. Collector boosters always become cheap. You're right to a certain extent, and I'm in that same boat. I'll say that most collector booster boxes, most sets, probably including Wilds of Eldraine, even though they did announce that they're reducing supply going forward, and that's what they've done because there is no supply for a super hot set like this. But even for a mediocre set like Wilds of Eldraine, which I'm just saying that because there's no way it's going to be this big. There's no way. That's just not going to happen. For that kind of set, I think we'll obviously see prices eventually level out in the normal range of like 190 to 200 to 210 a box for the collectors, and the regular 120, 110 for the set and draft, whatever. But for this set, you would have to be in a different world to ever attempt to say that's going to be true for this set. There wasn't that much supply to begin with. Every store I know ordered their asses off and is still holding on to those orders if they can get them. And the value of the singles is still doing very well. And some people will point at the November release and say, well, that's going to have similar cards. It's already been confirmed that it will have different art and that there will be mechanically new cards in that set. So it's a completely different product. You cannot, it's the same thing as trying to compare Double Masters 1 with Double Masters 1 VIP. It's a different product. You can get some of the same cards, but it's a completely different product. One was doing very well and the other one was crashing. So for a while there, Double Masters VIP was selling for like fairly close to distribution cost. So keep that in mind whenever you try to make these comparisons. Yes, they are the same, technically the same set. They're a completely different product. So that is not to say that I think the second iteration will do well. I think it will do well. I think it's coming out in winter time, so November. That is going to be a really good gift set. People are going to go out and buy collector boxes and bundles and whatever else to give to their friends or family, even people who are not playing Magic the Gathering. Overall, this set has some of the most demand we have ever seen by miles. And just why do you think it's going to become a $200 collector box when wholesale cost is $280? Why am I seeing this post like every 5 minutes as if for some reason $12 uncommons and every other amazing card in the set just doesn't exist and it's just a box full of blank cardboard? I mean, it's still a great set. Still a great set. Well, the One Ring was pulled. I think if the only reason you were opening the set was for the 1 of 1 serialized ring, you need to go get help. Because that's just gambling. You should have never assumed that you were going to get it anyway. That's gambling beyond gambling. That's just being stupid. That's like standing out in a field and saying, I'm going to get hit by lightning soon. You're not. I mean, it's, yeah, sometimes the conditions for this, there's no way to control it. So, and there are some conspiracy theories about that, whatever. Not going to get into that. I went into it knowing I would never see it. I'll probably never see it in person. That's totally fine. I accept that fact. But there you go. That's just my whole thing here is buy zone 340 to 350, expected to be $500 to $600 a box within the next couple of years. You will never see these collector boxes. I don't think we're ever going to see this amount of demand for... I just don't think we're going to see this demand again unless they do another Universe Beyond product and it resonates as well. I think it's just Lord of the Rings and MTG go hand in hand so well that it created this storm, and it just, stores who ordered a lot were happy. We ordered a lot, we were happy. Stores who didn't order a lot and thought it wouldn't be very good were fairly sad, and it's because they could have sold way more and they didn't do it. But there you go, last sold 409, right after the One Ring, serialized 1 of 1 ring has been hit. And remind me in 6 months or in a year, and I can guarantee prices will be higher than $410 a box. And we will be a part of that. If prices drop and we can get them at $340 to $350, we will become serial buyers. We will buy as much as we can in any marketplace. And I will hold on to these boxes for a long time. I think they're going to do fairly well. And I don't think they're going to be doing something similar to this anytime soon. So it'll have its own little novelty. Alan from MysteryMTG.com. Let me know what you think below. I'm actually curious, and I will argue with you. And you can argue with me. That's fine. That is the entire purpose of the online websites like Reddit and whatever. I know a lot of people downvote and get angry about it, but just because you want prices to be lower, it doesn't mean that they're going to be lower. I'm just going to say that right now. Alan from MysteryMTG.com. Let me know what you think below. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.